This hour, we'd love to send it right on out to you. We've got so much more coming up here at HSN. Coins are next.
This is our 225th anniversary 10-coin set from the U.S. Mint. Perfect enhanced uncirculated 70. Limited edition. This is $349.95. It is a stunning set. You're getting all 10 coins coming included here. Mike, walk us through, because this, I mean, even the packaging alone is stunning.
Well, I have to take a look at this. This is the 2017 enhanced uncirculated. So this is the 225th anniversary of the United States Mint. And they've done some special things for that 225th anniversary. They've done some metal sets, and they've done that. But this is kind of the hallmark set that you see right here. Enhanced uncirculated is a special way of making coins. The first enhanced uncirculated coin only came out, I think it was in 2014. It was the very first enhanced uncirculated coin, 2013 actually, because it's such a technologically difficult process. What they have to do is they have to use lasers to finish the die, to create proof or proof-like surfaces within the die, or to kind of take it and make matte finish surfaces within the die. And so that technologically advanced process has only been available for about 5 or 6 years. The United States government, prior to this set, had only released 6 enhanced uncirculated coins in its history, all of which sell for an average of probably about $400 to $500 per coin for the enhanced uncirculateds that have been released prior to this. So to bring this to bear for the 225th anniversary, the United States government made an entire set of enhanced uncirculated coins, which they had never done before. They did 225,000 of those sets. They sold them out from the United States Mint in 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes, 225,000 sets.
That's impressive.
Almost instantaneously, the price of these ungraded, uncertified sets, kind of skyrocketed. Now, as in any collecting, and particularly numismatic and coin collecting, what you want to do is you want to collect the highest possible grade. These coins are all certified perfect. That's important on several levels. First of all, you have a perfect set. Well, there were 225,000 sets. There are not 225,000 perfect sets. As a matter of fact, I don't even believe there's 25,000 perfect sets. And certainly there's not 25,000 certified perfect sets. I'm talking about in all possible places, in all possible venues by all of the grading companies, PCGS, NGC, or Annex. None of them together. Okay, all of them, the sum total of all of them doesn't equal 25,000 sets. Now, our first day of issue, as you can see right there, look at the limited edition, is 1,092. To put it the easiest way, half sold out. We're half sold out. I got about 500 sets left of the entire edition in perfect Mint State 70. So of the 225,000 sets, only 1,000, less than 1/2% of them are Annex certified perfect first day of issue, and you're looking at those. Now here's why that's important. So you have the enhanced uncirculated. You have 10 certified coins. Understand the certification alone here is almost a $300 value. It's about $30 to certify a coin. Good luck finding a set for $49.95. And of course, the certification, when you're 1/2%
right.
of the existing sets, of the extant sets, being going to be Annex first day of issue, then you'd have to grade 20 sets or 30 sets to ensure that you get a perfect one. You could spend literally thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for grading. But now let's take a look at it on a coin-by-coin basis. By the way, you get it in this absolutely really cool spiffy box. So it's absolutely rare. It's first time. You get all 10 coins. They're all certified. They're all perfect. And they all come in this custom box, just like this.
I love it.
Now I want to talk about the coin-by-coin. Like you said, your husband got this.
Yes.
Because he understands piece by piece. I could probably break this up and sell it for $500 or $600 or $700 quite easily. Right up here, let's take a look at the Lincoln cent. If we can get in close on that. You notice it's kind of proof-like on the 1 cent part of that. Of all of this, these are all made at the San Francisco Mint. Of all of the San Francisco minted Lincoln cents ever made by the United States government, this is the rarest. The 1909 SVDB, which you've heard about and sells for tens of thousands of dollars in its highest grade, this coin is rarer. If you want to look at any of the incredibly rare Lincoln cents, the regular issue Lincolns, this is the rarest of all of those coins. I could quite easily see this, and I've seen this coin selling for $100 or $150 by itself.
Just the 1 cent?
That's right. And it is also, yes, it's the only enhanced uncirculated Lincoln cent ever made by the United States government. I'm going to flip that over if you don't mind, so you can just see that beautiful matte finish that's on the front of that coin. Understand, in this coin, you're basically paying 30 bucks. Count the box in at $49.95. So you're basically paying $30. That's a coin that's easily $100 or $150.
So, Mike, this is different than satin finish because this is enhanced.
Yes, this satin finish is different. That's just a special matte finish. These are enhanced uncirculated. That's how you get this 1 cent looking proof-like, because they've laser finished the die. It's extraordinarily technologically difficult, and that's why these are the only enhanced uncirculated coins that the United States government is going to make this year. They've only made 16 in their history. This is 10 of them. The other 6 you couldn't buy for $349. There's many of those coins, not even one of them, you could buy for $349. If you go right next door to it, the Jefferson nickel, the rarest Jefferson nickel, regular issue Jefferson nickel ever made by the United States government is this coin right here. And that's going to be included for basically $30.
Right.
Instead of $100 or $150.
And then the cost of getting it graded.
The certification and all that. So now you're looking at rarity, collectability, desirability on an unprecedented level. Then you go to the Roosevelt dime right next to that. They have done another enhanced uncirculated Roosevelt dime. Good luck finding that for less than $100 in perfect condition. It came out of the March of Dimes set from several years ago. That's a problem for you to be able to get that set. So add in that coin. Now, those top 3 coins, I can easily show you paying $349 for those. And I'm not talking about Annex first day of issue. I'm just talking about imperfect EU enhanced uncirculated 70 period. Then you go down here. You're going to have the Kennedy $50. They've done another enhanced uncirculated Kennedy.
Right.
In the 2014 set, I think we sold them out at $100 or $129. This coin is also enhanced uncirculated that you're going to have. And it's every bit as rare as the other coin. As a matter of fact, they have the same mintage. You have the enhanced uncirculated Sacagawea golden dollar next to this. They did one in 2015. The EU 70 coin in that, the 2015, sells for, I think, about $3,000 or $4,000. Okay, this one, once again, $30. So all of those are collectible. Like I said, I can make an argument that the first row should be $349 and the second row should be $349, but this is kind of the coup de grace down here.
The National Park quarters? Yes.
The National Parks quarters. Every one of them in enhanced uncirculated. If you want the 5 rarest Washington quarters made by the United States government, and you're looking at the 32D and the 32S have always been the hallmarks of collectability, those are rarer than all of them. If you want the only 5 enhanced uncirculated quarters ever made by the United States government, those are them. If you want the rarest S-minted quarters made by the United States government in the last century, these are the 5 of them right here. And they are all certified absolutely, positively perfect. And I should be selling that set by itself at $349.95. And indeed, someday I may. And indeed, someday I may. So understand from a collectability standpoint, understand from a desirability standpoint, the rarity of this is virtually, you have the rarest Lincoln cent, the rarest nickel, the second rarest dime. You've got the second rarest Kennedy. This is the second rarest Kennedy $50 that you've got on this. You've got the rarest 5 quarters. So you have coins of exceptional rarity here, of absolute and incredible exceptional rarity, and they're all certified absolutely, positively perfect. Robin, you want to pick that up and show? Look at that.
Do.
And you get the collector box with that as well. Understand the $349 basically represents very simply the certification price. That's what you would pay to certify these coins if you had the sets yourself. And like I said, the government sold those sets out in 4.5 minutes.
Right, and let's talk about, even if you did get it from the U.S. Mint, which is really the only place outside of once it's that secondary seller, but my point is that you're not guaranteed to get a 70, right, Mike?
No.
So even though you buy it from exactly, you don't know until you send it off to one of the 4 major grading companies. And Mike, let's talk about those grading companies.
Yeah, we have Annex, we have NGC, PCGS, and ICG. Okay. Those are the 4 recognized grading companies. And Annex, first day of issue, and Annex coins, you can get those anywhere. But these coins, for this price, in this first day of issue, are exclusive to us here at HSN. You simply cannot get them anyplace else. These sets are absolutely half sold through the entire quantity that I have got that we will be able to sell for the entire year. As a matter of fact, we have nearly the better part of 100 sets sold in this presentation. There's only 1,000 sets available for worldwide distribution. With everybody on the phone, we're going to sell 20 or 25% of the available sets right here, right now. The rarity of this, and once again, I want to go over this in the last minute or minute and a half that we have here. Understand, the rarest Lincoln cent, the rarest San Francisco minted Lincoln cent since 1909 is this coin right here. This coin right here substantially should be selling for $100 to $150 at the very least by itself. The rarest Jefferson nickel, the second rarest Roosevelt dime, basically the second rarest Kennedy half dollar, one of the 5 rarest Sacagawea or Native American dollars, but most importantly, the 5 rarest Washington quarters that have been made since 1932 in regular or uncirculated, the 5 rarest uncirculated Washington quarters, the only enhanced uncirculated Washington quarters ever made by the United States Mint. All 5 of them are included in this. Their rarity at 225,000. It's rarer than the proof coins. It's rarer than the silver proof coins. It's rarer than all of those coins. And these are the coins that sold out from the United States Mint. The original sets sold out from the United States Mint in 4.5 minutes, folks. 4.5 minutes, yet you have a chance to own them in absolutely, positively perfect condition, in absolutely, positively perfect condition in our custom-made box for literally the cost of certification. Right. It's not like you have to buy a sold-out set. You got to buy 5 sets and send them in to try to get a complete and perfect set. Hopefully, yeah, you know, fingers crossed, I'm going to get a perfect set with 5 sets. You get the perfect set. One phone call gets you an absolutely perfect set of one of the most significant sets ever released by the United States government.
So think about that. So you're getting every single one of the 10 coins graded a perfect 70, enhanced uncirculated 70 at $349.95. You get all 10 coins. You get the wonderful packaging as well, coming included. It's $577-365. If you want this, this is exclusive with that enhanced uncirculated limited edition and annex. But I know with that limited edition, we are already more than halfway through the quantity that we have available.
Well, the entire edition. Right. I mean, there's 1,092 of these. I'm down to, with everybody on the phone, I have 300 left.
We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search Gemstone Guide to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
At HSN, we have more gifts than ever before, so it's the perfect time to get your HSN card. Save $20 when you apply and are approved. Plus, get extra flex on all the items you love with VIP financing for those larger purchases. Get an additional $10 off your next purchase when you receive your new card in the mail, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com. More gifts, more brands, more friends, more merry.
Hi, I'm Michelle Yarn, and you know what? Every night at this time, we bring you the very best of HSN. So for the next 2 hours, we have the best deals around in coins. Because if you're going to collect anything, it might as well be money, right? Buying coins from HSN means buying with confidence. Our 30-day satisfaction guarantee and the convenience of easy returns. So let's open the HSN vault and join coin expert Mike Mizak.
There's so much rampant, I don't know, I just read an article.
Well, no, counterfeiting. I mean, there's counterfeiting.
Rampant.
There's people that just make stuff
they
up.
make claims they can't
it's
make.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah, so.
That's the reason that we've been here. The HSN Vault Coin Collector has been here for, what have we been here on? 25 years,
25,
I think.
26 years.
The HSN Vault.
Yep.
Okay, now, to go to another level. I told you they did them in 2015 and they did them in 2016. The interesting thing is while by mintage the 2015s are rarer, by far the most difficult coin to bin, and this is the very first time I have even seen the 2016s. The 2016s are by far the rarest. This is the very first time. There is, to my knowledge, only been about 4 boxes of these have shown up, the Philadelphia and or San Francisco minted coins.
You're
and
kidding.
while they made, supposedly, they made about 1.1 million or so, 1.15 million of the Philadelphia minted coins that you see right here, which still makes it the second rarest, okay, American Silver Eagle, or third rarest American Silver Eagle in history, okay? The 2016, they made, I think, 2 million of those, but there's nobody knows where they are. They could have, every single one of them, been opened up because the mintage dropped a little bit, everybody opened, because they have to come out of these sealed boxes. So this is the very first time that I have seen the 2016s, the very first time I have made the 2016s available in any way, shape, or form, and you have the entire collection, Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, and as you can see right here, complete mint state set. So you have all 3 mints from 2016. Folks, this set, once again, I've never offered this. I've looked out there. I don't know anybody else has offered this. Now, it was interesting. When this first came out, and I follow other guys that sell coins, there was someone else that when they did the mintage figures on this, they just started selling them before they got any. Okay. And I think they sold about 800 sets or 1,000 sets. They have not delivered a single solitary set, and I don't believe ever will. Wow. Because first of all, they sold them for only about $500 or $600. Secondly, there are basically none in existence. Okay? So if you're one of those 800 or 900 people out there that thought you were going to get a set and got probably a nasty letter that says, yeah, we can't do those. I think the original thing was they don't exist. They do. We've got them, and we've got them in hand, folks. I bought just about every single available set. There are, to my knowledge, less than 300 of these sets in existence right here, right now, in Mint State 70. And I've got 200 of them, okay? Wow. And I have got 200 of them. So it is the very first time, because in 2015, they didn't make a San Francisco coin. Right. 2011, 12, 13, 14, they didn't make Philadelphia coins. It is the very first time in American history that the United States government made Mint State Eagles at 3 separate mints, at 3 different mints, and you get all of them. And here's the big deal, the Mint State 70. I can tell you absolutely, positively, categorically, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that the San Francisco minted coin is virtually impossible in Mint State 70. Really? It's just, they grade so poorly. Yeah. The San Francisco Mint, for whatever reason, I guess they didn't make the coins for a year. I guess they forgot how.
A sloppy day.
It was just a bad day. Because in terms of the mintage, there was only a couple of days worth of mintage of this. Wow. Okay? So this becomes about the 4th or 5th rarest American Silver Eagle by mintage. This is the 3rd rarest American Silver Eagle by mintage. In terms of population and availability, these currently right now are 1 and 2, because they're even rarer than the 15s, folks. Wow. Both of these are rarer than the Mint State, than the Philadelphia. The Philadelphias we just sold for $4,400. Yes. Both of these coins by population are far rarer. Really? Okay, both of these coins are far rarer than those $4,400 coins. And understand, we'll put this coin in at 100. So that makes these $450 a piece. So they are 10 times less than a coin that they are significantly rarer than. Wow. In terms of availability, in terms of population, in terms of what has been made of these coins, they are far rarer than the 1995 W American Silver Eagles, which in this condition in annex are $30,000 a piece. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Understand that. That's what I'm saying.
Get your head around this one.
Get your head around this. Now keep in mind, this whole thing is, and I'm not a conspiracy kind of guy. I don't know why the government didn't tell us. I don't understand why it was such a big deal to keep it quiet. But they desperately did not want us to know that they were making these coins at Philadelphia and San Francisco. And because they never released the information, let me spend a second here. The only way for these to be certified from Philadelphia and San Francisco is you have to have, the government does not sell these coins directly to the United States public. They go through a series of what's called authorized purchasers. Those authorized purchasers buy these coins in 500 coin buckets. They're green boxes, okay? We might have one here. Do we have one of the green monster boxes? Can they check back there? And there's a strap on them.
No, we don't, sorry.
Okay, because we have an auto ship that has a green monster box in it. But they come in these green ones, and there's a strap on them. As soon as that strap is broken, that's it. If it's not at a grading company right there, right then, you cannot say that it's definitively from Philadelphia or San Francisco. It automatically becomes a West Point minted coin.
Right,
so
by default.
By default, right. Since that's the default mint, okay? Right. And so only the boxes that remain originally unopened, unsealed. So someone had to buy 500 ounces of silver. So by definition, it's a $20,000 or $25,000 investment that you haven't touched for a year and a half.
Right.
And understand, dealers that buy these, when we buy them, we open them up, sell them by the roll, sell them by the coin, we certify them, we do whatever. You know, I buy 1 million Silver Eagles a year probably, but I don't have any of them in green monster boxes.
Right.
So that's what happens. They literally disappear. They start off rare and get rarer way faster. Right. And I think what has happened with the 2016s, and this is just my 30 years of experience talking, what happened with the 2016s is all the boxes got opened.
Oh, of course.
All the boxes got open.
Because why would you not open them?
Why would you not open them? There's no reason not to open them.
Right.
Because nobody knew at the time.
Well, you opened yours, you were saying.
I opened mine.
Yeah, sure.
And we opened the 2015s. There was 11 boxes of 2015s. There's less of the 2016s. They made more, but none of the boxes are around. And understand,
oh my gosh,
people want to try to find them. It's like winning the lottery. If you find them, because the coins are so much more valuable.
So rare, yeah.
So now you take a box that's, let's say, it's a 2015P. It's a $20,000 box. If you find it, it's a $300,000. That's how much we paid for 2015 sealed boxes with the right serial numbers. $300,000. Okay, I spent millions on these things. On these coins, same thing. $20,000 box is all of a sudden a $40,000 box, a $60,000. So it's like going down into your basement and finding $250,000. Right. So I can promise you people are looking.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
They are desperately trying to find these coins. Whether or not they do, oh, we do have a green monster box.
Yay, thank you.
I thought we might have one
and
back
they're
there.
Simply ugly.
Yeah.
You know, you think for money.
They're functional.
You think for money, you know, they make them a little
But they're very
fancier.
functional. They're very,
they're sturdy.
And here's the serial number on the outside.
It's very surprising you see such pretty coins all of a sudden. It really comes out of this little green box.
And here's the serial number. It says United States Mint. And then there's these bands that go across here. You can see where they fit right into these slots. So they're very tight. And now you're going, well, anybody can write that on there. But when you open it up, there's literally a ticker tape. Someone was on an adding machine.
Like one of the kinds that go.
Yeah, like that. And it has 25, 25, 25, 20 times. To give you a count of 500, they initial it, and then they write the serial number on it. It goes in the box. That's sealed. So that's how you know that they match. So that's the
only way you can certify that it's
That's the only way you can certify it. So that's the original box right there. That's the original box. Now, the 2016s are going to come in the 3-coin boxes that you see right here. Here's the 3-coin wood box. Isn't that spectacular? So there's the 3-coin wooden box. This is the very first time we have seen the 2016s. Folks, and we can show you, I've sold 45 sets right now. I've sold 45 sets. So I'm 25% sold through.
And by the way,
I have no anticipation of being able to get more.
You don't think it'll happen again?
Well, I've been hunting these down. I mean, I'm like a truffle pig hunting for truffles, okay? You know those little pigs that look for the white truffles? That's like the rarest thing. That's the way I've been looking for these coins, okay?
Coin geek and now a truffle pig. That's awesome.
And so everybody in the numismatic world has been looking for these 2000.
Laser focused to find these.
15, 16, everything else has fallen by the wayside in essence.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
We have found, like I said, there's been a half a dozen boxes.
Well, and I said to give you an update. We have several hundred of you now on the line, and you're shopping for different things. Most of you are on for these coins. These are on their way to selling out. They really are. And if you're thinking about it, I absolutely wouldn't wait any longer. You know, I love when Mike's here, and I've been very blessed to work with Mike for many, many years now. And You have to understand, he has subtle and not so subtle. Of course, calling himself a truffle pig is a new high in our conversation. We've raised the bar. But I mean, he has a subtle and not so subtle way of saying, you know what, this is probably a really smart idea. This is one of his not so subtle, you know, where it's like, well, great idea.
When I sold the 2015 Mint State 70s originally,
right, I
had them for $3,000. And I said, folks, buy these.
Now,
I will sell them.
They're going to be. When did you first launch that? When was that?
Well, that was a month ago.
A month ago. You did.
I'm selling them for $4,600 now. And folks, I'm going to sell them for more than $4,600. I'm going to sell those for $5,000. I've sold the 1995 Ws for $30,000 right here on this show. This is my original issue price, $9.99. I will sell these in the future, and I will sell these for more in the future.
Right.
That is, you just take that to the bank. That's an absolute positive guarantee, okay? Because as people see this, now what happens is people say, oh, then we got to get this thing. Okay, this is a thing that HSN, this is a thing that Mike has. This is going to be huge.
Wait, and let me explain something else too, because you might be watching it brand new and you're tempted and you're thinking, gosh, I really think I'm going to invest in this. Here's the thing. We don't even know what Mike's bringing into the show sometimes. Honestly, I mean, you think, well, why hasn't he gotten rid of them already if they're that great or that valuable or that rare or whatever? Sometimes even as we're coming on the air, in fact, they got in my ear before we went on and said, Mike changed the show on you. And I'm like, well, that's Mike. I'll just stand here and we'll see what happens. But that's kind of the excitement of the show, is literally you've got things happening within such tight, because you'll find them and go, gosh, I'm just going to bring them on. You have that flexibility to do that as well. But I think that's some of the reason why this is so exciting.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And so when I look at these two coins right here, I can tell you functionally, okay, because there's nobody out there that's bought more of these or sold more of these than me.
Right.
Okay, period. That these coins right now, that coin that I just sold for $4,599, and we sold a fair number of them, both of these coins are functionally rarer. I can promise you that right now. They are functionally rare. This just happens to be the first opportunity that you have to buy them. Both of them functionally rarer than the $4,600 coin. Now, what happens is the possible mintage is higher, so I was able to make a better deal when I bought the coins before I certified them. And then we had the problem with the certification that the estimates are just horrific. They just don't grade. I mean, we don't even have that many Mint State 69s, folks, let alone the absolutely perfect Mint State 70s. The very first time in history the United States government has made Mint State Silver Eagles at West Point, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. All of those things combined together to be this incredible, fantastic numismatic opportunity.
How many have they minted of just the Silver Eagles overall?
A billion.
Right,
or more, yeah.
So for the very first time, all three together.
All three together. At all three mints. Philadelphia, San Francisco, and West Point. And these are certified absolutely perfect. Mint State 70.
At HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900. The appraised values you see at HSN are set by independent, professionally certified appraisers. They determine, as closely as possible, the approximate retail cost of replacing or recreating the item, not the possible sell or purchase price. Because subjective estimates and judgments are involved, appraisals may vary by as much as 25%. Call your customer service rep for more information.
Hey, I'm Michelle Yarn, and you are enjoying a night full of great deals and new products all in one place right here at HSN. Tonight, discover the best deals from the world of coin collecting. If you're doing a little bit of holiday shopping tonight, too, stay calm and gift on with our holiday extended returns. You can shop worry-free because you can return your gifts through January 31st, 2018. Now, let's start our collections together with more Coin Collector.
This is the perfect way to honor all of the national parks. Big, bold, fun, collectible. And do we have a regular size quarter, Mike?
We'll get one out here.
Yeah,
I bet you we can get one
I
out
bet
here.
we can. Mike, talk to us about the significance of these, because these are ginormous.
Well, here's the thing. The United States government, when it first started, the United States State Quarter Program was, of course, so phenomenally popular. It was so, it kind of revived the entire coin collecting industry and world. And they continued on with that with the Beautiful series, which is America's National Parks and National Historic Areas. One of the things that they decided to do with this that they'd never done before is they decided to make each and every one of those quarters in a 5-ounce silver version. So they did the quarters, reprised the quarters, and each one of these is 5 ounces of absolute pure silver. 999 fine silver, 5 ounces. So as you can see, it features the edge lettering that's right there. Well, they started these out in 2010, and it created this huge uproar in 2010. And those 2010 coins that came out sell today for $400 to $600 a piece because of the numismatic value, because they only made about 22,500 of each one of those, 24,000 of each one of those. Well, this is the brand new release. This is the Ellis Island, folks. Now, I have had all of the 2017 coins coming into this. So we had just recently the Ozark Riverways. I sold that out instantaneously at $199. I brought in another batch at an increased price, I think $229, and we sold every one of those. The Frederick Douglass we sold out at $199. I think they're about $299 now. And then prior to that, we had the Effigy Mounds coins that we sold at $199, and I think they're about $249 or $279 now. Because what the United States government has done this year is when they make the release, they make a certain number of coins, and then they don't make them again. So here's what it comes down to, the Ellis Island. Remember I was telling you the 2010 coins? At 24,000 coins are $400 to $600 a piece. This coin is rarer. All the 2017 coins are rare. As a matter of fact, this is by mintage the rarest of the 5-ounce America solid silver coins. So what you end up with is not only, and at 20,000 is the mintage. It would make it by far the rarest American. If this was an American Silver Eagle with a mintage of 20,000, I can tell you what it would sell for. About $8,000 or $10,000 because of that mintage. But it's even rarer than that, and it's not 1 ounce of silver, it is 5 ounces of solid silver. It's 5 ounces of solid silver. I'm gonna go ahead and put an actual quarter next to this. Now, do not confuse this. Please do not confuse this with a bar or one of those other things, you know, that are out there in the marketplace, bars or rounds that are made by private mints. This is a United States government issue coin. This is made by the United States Mint.
Look at the sheer size. The
rarity of this is absolutely positively stunning. And then add in the fact that what I've got here is the Ellis Island.
Right. And you said this
one and only release of these. They made 20,000 coins. I bought 1,000. I bought 5% of the entire mintage. You and I have not done one of these in prime time yet.
Right.
I have 434 left of the 1,000 I brought in.
Right.
And the reason is, as soon as we put them on hsn.com, people have been waiting. We've been collecting these. We've been selling these. So all the ones that I sold for 179, silver was a little less, 179, 189, 199, which are my original issue prices, we are now, when we have those, are now 249, 299, 329, 349. I have the Hawaii coin from 2012. I think it's $529. This coin is every bit as rare as the Hawaii, with, of course, the same exact amount of silver, 5 ounces of silver in each and every one of these. So you've got fantastic intrinsic value. You've got absolutely amazing rarity of only 20,000 coins. I have my original price from my original release right here. Original price from the original release. These are all that I'm going to get at $199. Already in the secondary market, if I were to buy them, I'd have to be $229, I'd have to be $249. If you just check, if I have on hsn.com, if I have the Ozark Riverways coin, because I had to restock those, I was only able to get 400 of the Ozark Riverways. And when I got those, and I think I'm $229 on those, perhaps a little bit more, we've already sold 82 of these, okay? I've only got about 400 left now of the 1,000 that I had. 5 ounces pure silver in each and every one. So,
it's hefty.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's over a quarter of a pound of pure silver. So understand that part and parcel of this is at $199, a significant part of the price is just the silver value.
Right.
Now add in the incredible rarity of the coin itself. The fact that this coin is fantastically rare. Okay? The fact that it is the rarest of all of the 5-ounce American silver quarters that are out there from the America the Beautiful series. Add in the fact that I got these at the original issue price, and they've already started moving into the secondary market, yes, as is often the case. And as you can see, so the rarity of these is virtually unprecedented. Then add in the intrinsic value of every single one of these. The fact they have over a quarter of a pound of silver in each one of those, and that becomes true and abject collectibility.
And Mike, is this the largest coin that the U.S.
Largest silver coin.
The largest silver coin.
Well, largest silver coin, gold coin, largest coin.
Coin ever that
largest
the U.S.
coin they've ever made.
Ever made. So, I mean, if you were looking at the scale and you picked up the palladium coin, and that was the first palladium coin that the Mint has ever made, and then you're looking at the scale, you're looking at the size, the collectability, the rarity of these coins, the 5-ounce silver coins. This is the largest silver coin the U.S. Mint makes. So there are so many reasons to collect this coin. The fact that we're putting it on 4Flex today at $49.99, already over 120 now have been spoken for. We've got a limited quantity to go around. And this was really truly known, Ellis Island, as the island of hope. It was a beacon of hope that welcomed over 12 million immigrants for a better life coming to America. There is such a significance and an importance to having this coin and collecting this coin. Even, Mike, for the holiday season, to be able to give it, it is just stunning. We're going to show you a comparison.
This is the Ozark Riverways. I had to restock these because I sold them out at $199. I have them here at $219 that you see here, $219.95. I think I got about 2 dozen of those left at the $20 more price. If I restocked them, that'd be $249 or $279. So that's what happens. That's what's going to happen to this coin in 360 coins. Okay, I'll have to go into the secondary market and try to get those. So I still have the Ozark Riverways, which is the one before this.
How many left? 19.
Oh, there's 19
or 10.
left.
Is that 10 or 19? I can't see, Mike.
Yeah, it's 10 or 10.
10. Both of us can't see.
Yeah. There's only 10 of those left at $219.
At $219.
Okay, I had like 200 or 300 of those at $219. There's 10 of those left.
Right.
And then I had the Frederick Douglass is long gone. Okay, the effigy mounds is long gone.
Oh, I thought we had a few effigy.
Oh, we do.
We do, I think.
Ooh,
don't we? No.
No,
oh, no, we don't.
I don't think we have any effigy mounds. Those are long sold out. So once again, 5 ounces, the 2017, the 2017 5-ounce coins have been kind of the quiet heroes of the American numismatic production of this year. All the coins are like 20,000, the rarest of all of the coins that have been done in the 5-ounce America the Beautiful series. They've all been exceptionally rare, exceptionally difficult to get. This is the last of my quantity that I have at the original issue price for us of $199.95. Over 150 of these gone, which basically means 750 ounces of silver.
It's a lot.
So we're looking at 40 pounds of silver, 40 pounds of silver just gone just like that. Look at the detail.
I mean, look at the detail. I mean, the little boy with the American flag. I mean, it's that beacon of hope. It's that way of a better life. As those immigrants came to Ellis Island, you know, so many of us are so proud of America, and as we should be. This is a coin that really just, it's amazing, and I really hope you're getting it today.
Already 13 of these gone. Okay, already 13 of these gone. Now I have 950 of these remaining. Okay, that may or may not be enough. We may sell all of them right here, right now. I find these two coins to be the most, I think, probably overlooked, undervalued, and underappreciated coins put out by the United States Mint, certainly in the last quarter of a century. The first thing I want to draw your attention to is I've taken one of the coins here and I've put it on its edge. And it says on the coin 30th anniversary. You see that 30th anniversary? These are from last year. This was the 30th anniversary of the American Silver Eagle. In the history of the United States Silver Eagle, which is the most popularly collected silver coin in the world, there are exactly 2 American Silver Eagles. 2 that have edge lettering of any kind. And these are those 2. We have the proof coin and we have the SP coin. So you get both of those coins. They're both American Silver Eagles from 2016. They're both a full ounce of solid silver, okay? And they were released last year. Now here's the big thing. Here's the big deal. They were released very, very, very late in the year. Like I'm about to next hour, we'll sell the 2017 Proof American Silver Eagle. We have that coming up in the next hour. So it come out, and it's actually a little late this year in March. This came out in October, okay? This coin didn't come out until basically December, the satin finish coin. What that means is these coins are made to order in essence. And so they came out so late at the end of the year, people were already into the end of the year. They're buying holiday gifts. They're already, from a coin standpoint, starting to get ready for the 2017s, as we had, New Year's Eve Day.
That's right.
I remember we have our Mint State 2017 Silver Eagles. We sold, I think, 12,000 of them or something like that. And so they overlooked these coins. And they shouldn't have, because there's two of the most significant coins put out by the United States Mint in the last 25 years. First things first, the United States government has been making the satin finish American Silver Eagle for 10 years. They started in 2006. This is the 10th year of that, the 30th year of the American Silver Eagle. Of all of those satin finish Silver Eagles, this is the rarest. This is the rarest. They've been making the Proof American Silver Eagle since 1986. Since 2001, they've been making it at the West Point Mint. I'm going to flip this over. Of all of those regular issue West Point American Silver Eagles, this is the rarest. So what you do is you have two coins that just through their rarity alone are desirable and collectible and should be part and parcel of every collection. But it goes far deeper than that. And it's far more important than that, because these are 30th anniversary coins. And designated 30th anniversary coins on the actual edge of the coin. The United States government has had a long history of making anniversary American Silver Eagles. They made a 10th anniversary coin. They made a 20th anniversary coin. They made a 25th anniversary coin, and now they made 30th anniversary coins. However, if we go look and see what I can sell those 10th, 20th, and 25th anniversary coins for you, the 10th anniversary coin is going to cost you, I'm going to sell it to you for about $10,000. The 20th anniversary coin about $500 or $600, and the 25th anniversary coin I can sell to you for about $1,000. Now keep in mind, in 1995 when the 10th anniversary came out, I sold them for about $99. When the 20th anniversary coin came out in 2006, I sold them for about $99. When the 25th anniversary coin came out in 2011, I sold it originally for about $99, as I'm selling these coins today for $99. However, for the other three anniversary coins, that's no longer the case. Instead of 100, they're now 500, 1,000, or 10,000. These, however, are my original issue pricing, and you will get the pair of these for $199.95. That's not each, by the way. That is, you get both coins for $199.95. They are the only one of those $500,000 and $10,000 coins that have edge lettering on them. As a matter of fact, they're the only one of the coins that actually say what anniversary it is on the coin itself. The other ones, you just have to understand that that's the way it is based on the finish that it contained. The 10th anniversary coin, all it had was the very first Proof American Eagle with a West Point Mint mark on it. That was the only thing that made it special. It's 10 grand. The other ones were reverse proof. They didn't say 20th or 25th anniversary on them. All they did was have a special finish on them. Understand that. Now all of a sudden these come along and they've actually marked the coins. Now in all those other years they made lots of other types of eagles in those years. They made a regular proof and they made satin finish. They made all those different coins. In 2016 all they made was the Mint State coin, the proof coin, and the satin finish coin. So that means they are so much and exceptionally rarer than any of the other the anniversary eagles in terms of how many were issued in the year. And then you have this incredibly significant, the only two American Silver Eagles with edge lettering of any kind, let alone labeled from the anniversary itself. So you have that, and then you have the rarity of the coins. This is the rarest satin finish, and this is the rarest Proof American Eagle since 2001. So you put those things together, and now all of a sudden you understand the incredible rarity and desirability. Plus, they were made last year, and they weren't released till the very end of the year. They're the fall between the cracks coins, I call them. So they have become so incredibly desirable and so incredibly valuable and so incredibly sought after, yet I still have them at my original issue price. I've never charged less than this. And people always ask me, well, will you get more? And I'm going, yeah, you're darn tootin' I'll get more. I'll sell these forever, hopefully. But they're going to be just like I said when I sold the 20th anniversary coin in 2006, right here on HSN. And I sold it for $99. I said, folks, you're going to get it because I'm going to sell them forever, but I'm never going to sell them for less than $99. And true to form, we sell them for about $500 today. I did the same thing in 2011. By the way, this coin is rarer than that $500 2006 20th anniversary eagle that you're going to have right there. So you put all of those things together, and you have collectability on an absolutely massive scale.
Well, we are inviting you to call. As we've talked about, this has been very popular. You have an opportunity tonight to take advantage of FlexPay. If you watch our shows on a regular basis, we are always delighted when we see FlexPay because it is not issued in coin shows as frequently as it would be in other shows. So when we see it, we always encourage you to take advantage of it and capitalize on it. And the story on this is pretty remarkable. I have been working with Mike now for several months, and I myself have invested in these because I listen very carefully and consider myself smart. And if you are ordering this is going to be a terrific choice for you. We should talk about the box that comes with it.
I was about to do that because while I think this is an amazing set, because these are both of the 30th anniversary eagles, they're both edge lettered, it's both a big deal. The United States government just released them in kind of their regular packaging. They didn't do anything special. Now, when they did the 20th and 25th anniversary sets, they did do something special. They made a beautiful blue lacquer box that you see right here that's absolutely stunning that you can see. I mean, it is special. I have some left over from the 25th and the 20th anniversaries. So I'm going to go ahead, and while the government didn't have the foresight to put these in there for you, I'm going to go ahead and do that, if you don't mind. So you're going to do, and I love the way they did this. They're very ingenious. See, you can see it has like a little 45-degree angle, and then there's a big magnet that goes across the middle of that. So to display it, all you do is push that down, and it holds itself up just like that. It says United States Mint. We sell these boxes empty for $29.95. We sell these boxes all day long for $29.95 empty. We have, and here's the thing. People are going, so what's the deal with these? I mean, you've got these coins. They're spectacular. Why are you selling them for this price? And I said they took the collecting world by surprise. However, they didn't take me by surprise and us here at HSN. Because I've been doing this for such a very long time, it's not the first time I've seen something like this happen where it got released late at the end of the year. So basically, we went long on these, to say the least. What I mean by that is if you look at the mintage of this coin right here, we purchased, I'm guessing we purchased about 15 to 20% of the entire mintage. Now, they made 163,000 of these coins, 168,000 of these coins in 2016. We bought somewhere around 25,000 of those coins because I knew it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be the best of the best. I knew this was going to be an absolutely, positively incredible opportunity for everybody out there. We did the same thing with the proof coin. This is the rarest satin finish coin put out by the United States government ever. This is the rarest proof American eagle basically in the last 20 years, folks. And then on top of that, they're the anniversary coins, 30th anniversary that you see right here. We've put them in the special box. It's an incredible, incredible opportunity for you to be able to pick these up. And I'm down to my final quantities. As you can see, I've got about 875 left. I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people on the phone. I've got hundreds of people on the phone at this point because they're taking advantage. Many people buying multiples on this. Remember, if you were to buy the 10th anniversary American Silver Eagle, it'd be $10,000. The 20th anniversary American Silver Eagle. Understand, you know what that's going to cost you? The 20th anniversary American Silver Eagle is going to cost you in the basically $500 to $600 each. for one.
I worked
this
here
is
in 2006. Why didn't I get that?
Why didn't you get it? You should have.
I should have.
And then 2011, $99. Now that coin's $1,000. They originally sold it. That one might have been $129. That was very hot coming right out of the chute. And you understand they crashed the U.S. Mint website. So now you have the opportunity to get these because like I said, we went long on these. I said this is going to be one of the most significant coins put out by the United States government in the last quarter century. I truly, truly believe that. So when I see that, and when I see that opportunity, we jump on it. And then when I do that, then I give you the opportunity to take advantage of the same thing that I did. And so we're holding this price. Look, we're giving you, by the time, if you value the box at $29.95, that makes these $85 a piece. I've never sold an American anniversary Silver Eagle for $85, never. Never even close. It's never even been close to that. The lowest price I've ever sold them for in the original issue is $99. And then today, those coins are $500, $1,000, and $10,000, the three other anniversary coins, the 10th anniversary, 20th anniversary, and 25th anniversary. So understand what your opportunity is here. Now, with that, you see it's $824, but with all the people on the phone, it's probably closer to about $600 or $500. Keep in mind, I am running down, well, I bought 25,000 of these coins. Okay, well, I bought 25,000 of these coins. They're going extraordinarily quickly. You have hundreds of them going right here.
Every time.
With this. It's absolutely an incredible, incredible opportunity.
So our item number is 543996. A little over 40 seconds remaining on the clock. Don't forget that when you shop with us at HSN, we give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. Love it or return it, so you always have an out. But as Mike has mentioned, very popular. You can also choose to shop with us on our website, hsn.com. There you can see the entire assortment, which is wonderful. But don't miss it. Don't miss your chance to grab it.
I want to do one thing as we're getting ready to go here. The two West Point mint marks means that these were the two presentation coins from last year. So you've got the rarest West Point minted regular issue American Silver Eagle. You've got the rarest satin finish American Silver Eagle. You've got the 30th anniversary. The only two American Silver Eagles that are edge lettered and in any way, shape, or form. The only two American Silver Eagles of any of the 5 anniversary Eagles that are actually labeled on the coin itself that it is a 10th anniversary, 20th anniversary, or 25th anniversary. Please understand that. So by the time you put all of those things together, these become one of the most collectible pairs of coins that we have ever been able to offer here. Like I said, hundreds and hundreds of folks on the line, 782 of these remaining, hundreds already gone.
So many things to love about HSN, but one thing that makes shopping here fun is FlexPay. Get it home now without the stress of paying all at once. Why pay full purchase price today when you can pay over time? Buy what you want now, pay it off later with your credit or debit card. FlexPay. It's that easy. Exclusively at HSN.
I'm Michelle Yarn, and you have found yourself in the middle of a night full of HSN's best. All the hottest deals are here in one place just for you. Now tonight, let's learn something new about coins from our resident coin expert, Mike Mizak. No matter what you're looking for, you can get VIP treatment with the HSN credit card. Take advantage of VIP financing, exclusive deals, extra flex, and receive $20 off your purchase when you're approved. Now, how's that for a holiday miracle?
So I have the 2017. These are by far the most collectible, the most desirable, the coins that you absolutely 100% want to put into your collection. Very quickly. The United States Mint has been secretly making American Silver Eagles since 2015 at the Philadelphia and San Francisco Mints. They, for some reason, did not want us to know. Some intrepid numismatic journalist decided that they okay, would figure this out and through the Freedom of Information Act found out the information that the United States government did not want you to know.
Wait, sorry, I know, but the reason they figured it out was it looked slightly different.
The coins look slightly different, and we thought something was going on for years, and finally someone ran it to ground and got the information from the government and said that we were able to find these coins, okay, we were able to get these coins in these special serial numbered boxes, but the fact is, unfortunately, the vast majority of all of them that were ever made have been destroyed.
Because there was no significant
numbers that you could do, and we didn't even know that they were being made. So what we end up with here is a 3-coin set of Mint State American Silver Eagles from 2017. This has been the story in the numismatic world now for quite some time. We sold these in the last hour, sold almost 200 of these sets, folks. So let me look at this and tell you exactly what we have. The United States government clandestinely were making coins at the Philadelphia Mint and the San Francisco Mint. We were able to find some of those coins, and here's what it gives you the opportunity to do and the opportunity to own. The second rarest American Mint State Silver Eagle ever made by the United States government is this Philadelphia minted coin right here.
It's crazy.
This coin, the rest of it, just forget about these. I'm going to put these down right now. Let me put this coin up here for $429. I'll get back to those here in just a minute. The rarest Mint State American Silver Eagle in the history of the United States Mint is the 2015 Philadelphia minted, as you can see, made at Philadelphia Silver Eagle, which we sold in the last hour. It's $4,600.
Right.
The next rarest one is this one. The next rarest one after this is the 2016 P-minted coin. Then basically after that, it's the 1996 Mint State American Silver Eagle. And that coin, in this condition, is about $6,000 to $8,000. So you've got basically $4,500, and then you've got this coin, okay, and then the fourth rarest coin at about $6,000 or $8,000. So if I sold just this coin at $429.95, it would be spectacular. But if you want that fourth or fifth rarest coin, that would be the S-Mint. Whoop, that'd be this S-Minted coin right here. And I'm going to go ahead and include that at $429.
Wow. You're
also going to get the West Point minted coin, which by itself, you have to understand, this coin at $99.95, we've sold 15,000 of.
That's right. Absolutely.
This is just the regular American Silver Eagle. Now look at a Silver Eagle that is the rarity of which is unprecedented virtually, particularly for the price. And that's the key, particularly for the price, folks, because the rarity of these, like I said, with this being the
second most rare.
This is the second rare.
You think this is the fourth?
4 or 5.
That's huge.
I'm going to call it 4. So to be able to get these at basically $129 a piece, when you look at this coin right here, the rarest coin, the only coin rarer than that down here in Mint State is $4,600. And then you have these two coins, and then out here is $6,000.
Yeah, right, on the other side.
On the other side.
Right.
So you got, $4,500, $6,000, but you get both of these. Not to mention the fact that you get the West Point minted coin that's in there as well. So by the time you put all of that together, and you have them in Mint State 70 and first day of issue, which is 100% exclusive to us here at HSN.
And a limited edition.
And a limited edition
which is
of
incredible.
Only 2017.
And understand, too, on these, while there are a few more that you've found, it's still a mystery.
Oh.
Many of them will never be discovered.
The vast majority won't. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. When the United States government makes an American Mint State Silver Eagle, they do not sell those directly to the United States public. They come in these 500-coin green monster boxes with straps on them, okay? And once those straps are broken, it breaks the integrity of the box. These coins that were made at Philadelphia and San Francisco were not identified by the United States government, except when people dug into it and found out the exact serial numbers of the boxes. Unfortunately, even though they're phenomenally rare to start with, the vast majority of them have been lost to the collecting public forever. Because once that strap is open, unless it's done at a grading company, those coins automatically, the default position is the West Point Mint. And so, while they made 1 million of these, which seems like a lot, the actual number in existence is more like 80,000. So now you have rarity on a virtually, because then you have rarity that's like a 1995 W American Silver Eagle. They made 31,000 of those. In this condition, that coin's 30 grand, okay? If you look at, for instance, the mintage of the 2015 Philadelphia minted coin, and if you look at that mintage, That mintage is $79,000. In this condition, we just sold it in the last hour for $4,600.
Crazy.
So what you have is rarity on a virtually unprecedented scale, but still value.
Right.
Because I started that 2015 Mint State 70. We started at 3,000. We went to 4,000. Now we're 4,600. You'll see 5,000, 6,000, 8,000. You'll see all of those numbers, folks. And this one right here, $429 by itself. But remember, you're still getting the 3-coin set in the red oak presentation box. So when you look at that, the rarity of this is once again absolutely positively stunning. Yeah. And you're still getting it for not much more than a regular American silver eagle. When all of the other coins around it that have a similar rarity are literally thousands of dollars.
Because literally we have sold each of these on the launch date, you and I together, on, you know, what do we do it December 31st, right?
Yeah.
In
just a regular West Point mint, yeah.
And what's the highest we do that for normally? 120?
129.
129. And that's just...
That's a regular silver eagle.
Well, 129. So if it was just, were these three sitting here with no story behind it, that's what? 1, 2, 3,
well, here's the deal. There are
$5
5 secret American eagles that the government didn't want you to know. These are 2 of them. These are by far the least expensive. These two together. This is the best value of the 5 secret American silver eagles. You get 40% of that for we'll call it $329 because that's